first one's about a very happy dog called Joy. I found a dog named Joy, and she was the ugliest, miserablest creature I'd ever seen. Her smiles fell limp like wonky, rusty seesaws. I told her, all my happy poems sound gloomy. I do not think she quite knew what I mean. Naught but a wonky smile did seep back to me. If dogs could muster poems, Joy's would be the saddest little heart-wrencher's ever been, and I hope that accomplishment would please her. Thank you. Here's a short little poem about being pissed off at a fly. It's called Effing Magic. The whole wide world and all its space, with every land and ocean each, and in between the brazen beach, the forests green in all their grace, the open fields and hilltops high, and miles of boundless sky. Is this some twisted sorcerer's scoff, or are you just here to piss me off? All that space, the whole wide world, and you decide to bugger through my window crack, and now can't even bugger back. This is called Little Bits of Me Are Everywhere. A fraction washed away down the drain this morning. My picked scabs lie defeated in the playground on the muddy slope, and last week's toenails are processing in the waste treatment plant. Probably my blood hardens, a dried maroon splattered somewhere, but I've forgiven. The dust I shed, which could clog lungs, instead zooms out my open window into the sun's rays. My eyelash wish journeys on a fairy breeze, and the gentle fog of my good morning has nestled in a stranger's ear. I cried, wonderful tears that watered daffodils. My tooth turned into a golden coin. The barber has just cut my hair, and now tiny black hyphens spring onto the page. Everywhere I go, I sprinkle the newborn joy of my words into the world. Thank you. Prayer of Anthers. Something that is, I never understood, how you can make each bristling, brimming wood, each vast, unfurling forest with such ease, and populate with plethoras of trees, embellished lavishly with velvet hands, those emerald leagues of luscious, Lord-forged lands. And yet, you should withhold from me true joy, and make what could have been a perfect boy instead into a dumb, defective dunce. For one step introduces me at once into a fiery fury full of sneezes. Oh, how indeed my Lord does what he pleases, making his servant perfectly afraid to wander meadows he himself hath made. Your pollen angels leave my nose offended, and yet to question what you have intended, to think I was imperfectly created, is to become blasphemous and Lord-hated. Forgive me, Lord, for being crude and crass. Allow me to be grateful in the grass, and pour your blessings over all believers who suffer from such hazardous hay fevers. Thank you. There was this month-long period at uni. I don't know if you guys from uni remember this, but there was an election for the president of the student union. And within a month or a couple of weeks, someone had found some old social media post that was a little bit insensitive, and then she got cancelled, and she had to flee the country, and she wasn't the president anymore, let's just say that. This is called President of the Month. Apparently, I was insensitive. The people shout, they wholly disapprove. A head cannot be representative of body parts that will not with it move. And I have been decapitated, hence detached, disclaimed, denounced, denied, and shut. I quit my quarters, only stares to sense upon the head, which has become the butt. Thank you. Here's another weird one. I guess I was feeling like a little bit stuck by the laws of physics, and I wished that I could break them. This is called restriction. Inside the trunk of every tree, within each rock and each closed shell, behind the foreheads that I see, are chambers where I cannot dwell. No skyward path can I sustain, but neither can I breach the floor. I'm grounded to this surface plane. I'm bounded in by nature's law. And in the homestead, bounded still, built walls, shut doors I cannot pass. Mirrors won't open at my will. What is it like beyond their glass? What goes on at the solid center of a chair or desk or bench? I've tried, but simply cannot enter. This is my restriction. Thank you. The next poem is called The Dream, and I guess it's about a dream. But it was like a very hard dream to visualize, or it was more like an emotion. Well, I tried to articulate it in this poem. It's called The Dream. The dream is a hazy egg scramble, dead, buzzing crackles of darkness, flash like so many cicadas burning. It's black, white, a mass, a wave, but more a mass everywhere and in between, like a snowstorm or atoms. The dream flickers and crumbles, overlaps a pixelated orgy of frog spawn, sesame seeds, ground pepper, but with no flavor, no narrative, just writhing. The dream wrestles itself in constant ebb, like harmony, stochastic constellations, multitudinous. The dream, frothing, endless fuzz, a novel written in texture, pillow feathers sometimesing across the agar like specimens, an undeniable them, the pulse. They, the braille dot citizens, the TV static without purpose, are aliens to me. And I notice the dream is crushing and soothing and nothing, and I have closed my eyes too hard on myself to get there. Thank you. This one goes out to my mathematicians. I was told a mathematician should be sought to analyze my problems, solve my woes, a genius who deals with abstract thought. How deficit we are today of those. But when we met, she knew not where to start. My questions had no numbers, sets, or rings. What value has the sadness in my heart? What function forms the fondness when it sings? What measure is the space wherein I dream? How many memories have I forgot? Whilst living, how long will my path have been? What plane will I project to when I'm not? And is there any sum that I can do to end up at infinity with you? She looked at me in shock and none the wiser and said, I'll have to ask my supervisor. Thank you. This is a cute little one I wrote when I was needed a pick-me-up, called How to Smile. Leave mistakes from yesterday, banish worries of tomorrow. Later we can dwell on sorrow. Just for now, put it away. What's around you? Chairs, buildings, or are you in the forest yonder? God has put you where you wander. Cherish this fact of all things. The people need you back again. How they miss your quiet beauty. Smile because it is your duty. And when they're not there, even then. I know that it has been a while. Use your fingers if you must. Let the corners rise, adjust, and settle down into a smile. Thank you. I think I'll just do. Let's do 2 more.
You're right for time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Here is a little love poem. It's a sonnet called Forever Clearing. Escaped to a clearing where no one can find us, a bed of green grass where we lie and relax. The threats of this life are away and behind us. All people could die, and all time could elapse, and we could not know it. Our whirling minds blaring with all of the nonsense and chatter we're sharing. Our 2-person kingdom, we bask on the throne, so happy and oh so alone, so alone. And if I was told to fight off this hypnosis, I'd tell them I'd rather stay sleep-talking here. And if I could stay, I would waste a whole year. And if I was summoned, I'd feign not to notice. The clouds and the hours can keep floating by. And if I could choose, this is how I would die. Thank you.